Hello everyone, Vito's A32 back again. It's time for another What's on Deck. We got quite a bit to talk about on Kickstarter and elsewhere. Lots going on this week. First of all, though, I want to talk about my deck collection video. It is coming, or they are coming. The videos are coming. I think what I'm going to end up doing is doing a whole bunch of smaller videos because right now, as it is, I got 4 hours of video for my deck collection. That is a huge amount. That's a massive undertaking. I don't think anyone that's watching my videos wants to watch a 4-hour video of playing cards continuously. So I think breaking it down, into each little video that I did record, 5 to 12 minutes or whatever they are, would be best. But that's going to mean 30 videos or so. So get ready for that. It's coming sometime today. So let's get on with what's on Kickstarter. Let's see. First of all, we got Therapy Decks by Megan Berg. Currently at 30% funded, 23 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to happen. It's not something that's, really practical for magicians or cardists, or not something that collectors are really looking for, I don't think. And certainly not something that's really even that good for card playing, I guess. But I mean, I will give it kudos for it. I don't know if or how this will help people with speech therapy, but if it does, great, But again, I'm not exactly sure this is the type of thing that needs to be on playing cards, and funding is kind of showing that I'm not the only one that feels that way. It just seems like everyone's trying to put anything and everything on playing cards. You see a one-way back design, which is not too bad, but it's an okay deck if you like that sort of thing. But it just seems like it's just putting something on playing cards that shouldn't be there. Moving along, we got Cards for Community by Alistair. This one is, it's 0% funded, 22 days to go. The chances of this one funding are even smaller than the other project there. Again, no idea who's producing these, but this is what you see. The cards are example cards. It's just an index, and they put a whole bunch of stuff on there. The idea is to help you interact with your community. It's like, okay, you get this card, you spend a day outside in your local community, challenge yourself to abstain from speaking any English at all. Okay. And there's other ones here, and yeah. In my area, and not speaking any English at all makes 0 sense because everyone speaks English, I think. So there are foreigners and whatnot, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not like it's we have a strong Latino community or a strong Asian community or anything like that. We have everything. But I don't know. It's an idea, but I don't think anyone wants playing cards that have all this stuff on there. Make it a game, but don't make it a deck of cards. That might be better. Next, we have this. The Zombie Pinup Divas playing cards from Rob Sassetto. I don't know if I mentioned these last week. Whatever, I'll mention them again. They are currently 12% funded, 35 days to go. Again, don't think they're going to fund at this rate. The biggest problem, we'll get to in a minute, is the price, as you'll see. This guy, Rob Sassetto, has actually designed some USB-C decks that you can get for like the low price of $5 on their website right now, on Bicycle's website. And I would have preferred the original picture of the girl instead of the zombie girl. That's just me. There you see some of the cards. Some of his other previous work, he's a pretty well-known zombie artist apparently. His decks from USB-C include the Bicycle Bigfoot and the Bicycle Everyday Zombies, which are fine, but again, they're like $5 if not less. The USB-C's website and even Walmart's in the US. What is he charging for a deck on his project? Right here. $25 or more for one deck. It does include shipping, so that's a good bonus. But if you're in the US, you do not want to pay $25 with free shipping because you usually pay $10 to $15 for one deck with free shipping included. For people outside the US, it's not a bad deal. It's still $25. Also keep in mind, I think that is $25 Canadian, so that's a lot better in the US money. So I guess it kind of works out. But the price is turning people off. People see $25, they think $25 US, they think $25 plus shipping, and they're being turned off. And then the artwork, it's fine, but I kind of prefer his Everyday Zombies. It's a little more fun, and obviously a lot more affordable. At this rate, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, it mentioned that shipping is included each reward. Pricing is in Canadian dollars. And since manufacturing is based in the US, it costs more. It's also including shipping from Canada to a worldwide community, which is, he says, is a pricey endeavor. It's also a stupid endeavor. I mean, you could just have it fulfilled from the US, save yourself a lot of money. In my opinion. And I'm going to recommend that to him. They say that because it's has a risque nature of the images, the manufacturer won't permit them to use their logo or information on the case, cards, or campaign, but that it will be manufactured by a leading card making company in North America, which kind of hints towards USPC, but who knows. Moving along, we got this 1864 restoration Saladis patent deck of playing cards from Michael Scott on Home Run Games. Very nice deck. 69% funded, 16 days to go. There's a couple of different decks in here. I want to see something first. Ooh. There's still some of the weathered decks available, at least one. Look at that, for $420 you can get a package with all restoration decks they've done so far. That's about 19 or 20 decks. That's pretty ridiculous. So they got a few decks in here, vintage style, obviously. A lot of people seem to like them. I do too. Here you see the back design. These are from the old ones, I guess. Or, I don't know. I don't know what these images are. It says this is from the 1864 one. I guess this was something that never got produced, maybe. It's a patent. I don't know. There's 4 different versions: a standard, limited, original release, and a weathered replica. Why? I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna restore a deck, then restore the deck, not the deck and then three other alternate versions. It's one deck, one restoration, in my opinion. But they keep doing this. The standard is this one, a little tuck case and whatnot, round corners on the cards, kind of a brown back design with a little blue. Very nice. Oh, I like those indexes. They got the pip on both the bottom and the side. Pretty cool. Here's the back design again. Very nice. Limited edition has a Lung Tong tuck box, as you can see. Numbered stamp seal. Only 1,864 of those being produced. Pretty limited. Not super limited, but limited. The original release is limited to 864. It looks like this. Has square corners on the cards, a velvet finish, whatever that is. It's wrapped in paper with 2 numbered stamp seals. And it's going to have a blue back design with red. You can see square corners. And then there's a weathered one, which includes 2 decks in that. A weathered deck and a display deck as well. Again, square corners, a velvet finish, a weathered look to the cards, wrapped in weathered paper, 2 numbered stamp seals, hologram seal. Why would they have a numbered hologram seal? That's nothing like they would have done in 1864. But only 64 of these being produced with 2 decks beats. And again, it's a blue color with a weathered look. There's some nice coins available. For a limited time, you can actually add on limited decks and the original release. The weathered deck, there is one left, $100, and you get all 4 decks, 5 really. And right now I'm paying $42 for 3 decks, and I think that's more than enough, especially based on the current currencies and whatnot. Or $420 and you get all of them as well. Every single deck they've released. There's 6 different triplicates, 5 different Mogres, 4 different Murphy Varner decks, and 4 different Saladis, or 5 really, actually. Plus 4 coins. Anyways, let's move on. We gotta talk about this one, the foil playing cards from Blueprint Playing Cards, Jason Nguyen. It is currently 12% funded and 16 days to go. I do not see it happening. I mentioned this one, I might have mentioned it last week, I'm mentioning it again. Maybe I didn't mention it last week. I think I did mention it, that it was coming. It did launch last week, right here. It was gonna have foil all over the place. There was going to be metallic inks. There was going to be foil all over the tuck case. Metalux foil on the cards. $35,000 goal was not going to happen, so it was canceled. Immediately, the same day, he relaunched with this. A more standard deck, there's going to be metallic inks on the backs and the faces and whatnot. Also, he has changed the faces. The court cards anyways. The aces are fine, they're nice. I'm not a fan of the silver or the gray color on the faces for the pips. But you can see the court cards, they are now standard recolored court cards. And that is actually interesting because he actually listened to people on the forums for a change. It's like, well, those court cards are they're not so good. And he actually made a change. That's like, wow. So it's the first step, I guess, but still not going to happen. Unfortunately, I think, and there's some gaff cards with this one, I think that unfortunately he's, hurt his chances of funding with a lot of backers because he keeps canceling and relaunching and changing accounts and changing company names, and, it's ridiculous. Let's move on to this one. Maelstrom Playing Cards by Daniel, no name. It is 0% funded with 28 days to go. 15,000 pound goal, that's a massive amount. It says that this is the most luxurious playing cards ever created. I beg to differ. This looks like it's it reminds me of the Pandora Vinebacks, and maybe a cross between the Vinebacks and a deck from Sean Whelan that never got produced. I don't know. That is not luxurious to me. I think I might have even seen this on Kickstarter before. And that's all they show us. There's no other images. It just says to be produced by USBC. Limited edition black deck available. Blah, blah. It's not going to happen at this rate. Then we got Black Mint Playing Cards. It is very well funded, over 400%. With still 24 days to go. There's some stretch goals apparently being added. This is the Black Mint Playing Cards from 52 Cards. That's a good channel on YouTube. You should check them out for sure. Let's see what the stretch goals are. And this just launched February 1st, a week ago, and it's already just blowing up. Embossed tuck case. That's been hit at $45,000. Foiled box and traditionally cut cards as well. They said I have more than enough to produce all that right now, but they want to make it stretch goals by all means. The cards are pretty nice. I'm a backer myself. They're doing very well. The faces are kind of traditional looking but custom. The backs are pretty nice. They are black, but this is just a black and white picture anyway. They are marked for magicians. It may or may not be a one-way back. I'm not 100% sure. And I like them. You should check it out. Apparently, if you buy 1 to 5 decks in the US, there's a $5 shipping cost, or if you add them on. International is a lot more than that. And if you buy a lot more, it's free shipping in the US. Next up, Morsica playing cards from Jeanette Dunnett. This one is 80% funded, 29 days to go. It's only a $500 goal Canadian, so that's like $300 US, maybe less. It's pretty low. Very interesting cards. No pips or suits on this one. They're from the Middle Ages, or at least they're inspired from the Middle Ages. There is some shipping costs that they're talking about, but they are Canadian shipping costs or Canadian pricing, so it's not too bad. $10. It's $15 from one deck actually. And they come inside a tuck case. Apparently there is one of these decks that's in the Fournier Card Museum in Spain. That's pretty cool. And she's actually redrawn each card in this deck. So it's kind of a restoration deck. And apparently some of the cards are missing, so you had to reproduce those. The suits, of course, are the batons, coins, cups, and swords. And the royalty cards include kings, the knights or queens, and the knaves or jacks. You can see here some of the images, so I guess here you see the cups here and whatever else there is. It's a little bit difficult for me to tell what they are, but they're there. They're represented in the picture itself. There's also a modernized Morsica deck right here. We'll see that right away. So here we see cups and batons, court cards, and again the swords and the coins. And then we have the aces for all four, and the number cards. Pretty simple, no indexes. Pretty unique, although the coloring could be a lot better. It looks like it was colored by a child. Very interesting. And maybe, of course, this is just a sample and not the actual product. Here you see the back design. It's very nice. There is a modernized Morsica deck, as you can see, with actual standard indexes. They're going to be bridge sized for the one reproduction, and the modernized is poker size. So it's pretty nice. There's a stretch goal as well for a blue deck, the modernized, if they hit $3,000 Canadian, which is not that hard, I guess. It's Canadian money. How much for one of each is what I want to see now. $30 Canadian for one of each. Anyways, next up, so I have things along here. The Select deck from the Edgy Brothers, formerly known as the Primo before it was canceled because of a lack of funding, and also because they ended up with a naming issue, a copyright issue with the Primo name. So now it's just Select playing cards. It's an okay name. Probably not my favorite, but it's fine. It's currently 62% funded, 18 days to go. You'll see the faces are the same. The backs are new and improved. I do like those backs. They're doing the blue deck. There's a stretch goal for a red deck, but I'm not sure they're going to make it at this rate. One is better than none. You see the red one, $15,000 stretch goal add-on. It's still not doing it, really. Hopefully, though, it does fund. It is getting there. Next up, Pikmin playing cards. I want to mention this one. I think I mentioned everything else for Kickstarter. Excuse me. This one has been canceled. It was not funding. It was only a few days left and still just over, almost 60% funded. Is just not going to happen. It's going to be relaunched. The goal is going to be, I believe, the same, but there's going to be some changes. They're going to have both the red and the black deck available at launch. Looks like there's going to be a stretch goal for a limited edition shadow version, the black version. Black on black. I guess it is. And let's see if we can get this update to work. There's also going to have a new stretch goal list with more stuff. Freebies and bonuses for backers of the first campaign. If you didn't back it, too bad, you lose out. Free decks. Oh, look at that, free decks. And this guy's going to be making an appearance. Limited print run stretch goal. I mentioned that's the Shadow Edition. Looks pretty cool. And that is coming February 16th. Right here you see it. 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you're there. And stay tuned. We'll get on to other decks. There's lots to talk about. Alright, let's talk about some more things. First of all, I gotta mention this one. This one was back on Kickstarter. Another scam. Alchemy playing cards has been suspended again. This is the second attempt. Last one was like last year around Easter. It's crap. I don't know why Kickstarter allows that to happen. I don't know why they don't look at projects before they're allowed into launch. Oh my god. But they do. But it has been shut down. Everyone on the forums and elsewhere is messaging Kickstarter like crazy, reporting it, saying this is crap, it's a scam, and it is gone. It was funded because they only had a very small goal of a couple $100, $500, and apparently they had 24 hours to go, and busted. I didn't even know it was that only 24 hours to go. Apparently that's all they had left. I don't know who keeps backing projects like this. It's crap. And then nobody reads the comments. To mention that, that it's a scam. Every comment, this is a scam. This is do not pledge. And people still pledging. It's ridiculous. Moving along. Carnival has released some new decks and re-released a few other decks. Carnival Death Heads in Blue is brand new. That is the Annihilation Edition, I guess it says on there. And there's a new Carnival Assassins in Black. That's not the Carnival Midnight, it's Carnival Assassins. It seems to be all they do lately is recolors, for the most part. Also, they have restocked on a few decks. That being the green Carnival Assassins, the original Carnival Assassins in red, the original Carnival Renegades in blue, sorry. Carnival Renegades in blue, that is. And the Carnival Inferno. You can get them all right now on the website, bigblindmedia.com. Also, DeVoe, World Card Experts, has teased this coming soon, in March or April. The Cardistry, excuse me, Cardistry, yes, Cardistry Heroes. They're making me sick already. It's another Cardistry deck, not Bicycle branded. I'm not sure who's producing it, if it is USPC or someone else, but that appears that it's going to be more limited, and it's going to have a variety of colors, as you can see. Then there's this. A new Sin Lim deck is available for pre-order at collectibleplayingcards.com. Of course, Visuals Day Free 2 will get you 10% off that order. And it's also available at Hocus Pocus and I'm sure elsewhere. for pre-order. Pretty cool deck, fairly standard. USBC has also released some new decks. You see right here, a Bicycle Cyclist in red and blue, and there is a neon one that's Walmart exclusive. If anyone wants to help me out with that one, or the one Bicycle Sark deck, I would be grateful. I got lots to trade. Bicycle Sark is also new. There's a blue one available on their website. The green one is Walmart exclusive. I don't know why they do so many Walmart exclusives. And there's a Bicycle US President in time for the US elections. These are the ones from Collectible Playing Cards. I don't know if these are just reproductions or if they're just, if they bought the artwork from Collectible Playing Cards or bought decks from Collectible Playing Cards or whatever the case is, but that's that. Oh, and also at Walmart, they're not listed here. They also released these indigo and coral colored Bicycle Fasten decks are available at Walmart. You see the color difference there. Kind of blue on orange and orange on blue or something like that. Very funky. I don't know why they keep producing so many different lighter back colors. It's getting excessive. But I guess if you can, why not? And these are Walmart exclusive. They do have the cards as you weigh the French on there, so maybe they'll be available in Canada along with the Cycliste. It says in French as well. But I never really see any of these in Walmart in Canada, so who knows. I mean, I never even saw those other ones, the green ones, and they got French on them, if I recall correctly. Moving along, though. These are available at PokerStud 52 Bicycle Super Gaff decks. It looks like they're just reprints of the originals. I don't know if there's anything different or not about them. Victorian Room coming today from the Blue Crown. I'm not sure what time. Based on sketches from an early 1900 journal. Looks very nice. You see the tuck case here. Looks like a one-way back design, unless that's a ad card or something. But who knows what the faces are going to look like. Probably standard, since we haven't seen them. Back design could be a one-way. But we'll see. At least it looks like they put some effort into the tuck case and the back design and everything. Which is better than nothing. Also, Black Lions Red Edition has been released from David Blaine. They're available right now until Valentine's Day, at least for $6 until then. Possibly after that, there'll be more money. Pretty nice. Pretty good price. Coming soon is teased this as well. Black Lions Seconds. Because he was not happy. This is more like Black Lions First, really. Because he apparently was not happy with the first printing of the Black Lions. So he reproduced them and now he's selling the originals right here, as you can see. At $4 each. Apparently he's very picky with what he gets. With his name on it. Of course, he's selling these with his name on it, so they got to be perfect. And he didn't like how they were done, so he didn't throw away the tucks. He's obviously putting them out. Apparently, these don't have blue decks inside. Anyways, whatever it is. Longitude and Latitude, these were finally released from Legends Playing Cards. They're very nice, as you can see. Nautical inspired. Red and blue, one has a side opening tuck, one has a top opening tuck, which is very cool. There you see the back design, compass inspired. They were available on Legends Playing Cards for 10 hours, and they had a sale, a flash sale for 18% off. But their website is now, as far as I know, is offline during the Chinese New Year holiday as they reconfigure their website. Yes, it's closed right now, so you can't get those for the time being. Chancellor from Encarta is finally shipping for anyone that ordered them. They look very nice, as you can see. And one last thing to talk about here. Oh, no, I think that's it. Don't worry about that. So, I should mention there is a new special edition Russian folk art deck from Natalia Silva coming later this week. I think it's later this week. I don't remember the date exactly. Coming February the 12th. And it's got a new green back design. I should be showing it to you, but I'm not. To be printed by USPC. And 9 p.m. Eastern time. Next Friday, this Friday, February the 12th. I think that's it that I got for you. Be on the lookout for that. And of course, this one's relaunching next Tuesday, a week Tuesday. That's that. I'll see you next time with more. Forgot one minor thing I wanted to tell you, and that is my schedule for this week. For those of you who don't check out the community, the discussions part here of my channel, it tells you exactly what's coming up on my channel. But coming up this week, Liars and Thieves from Conjuring Arts, the Superior Brand Robusto Classics, also from Conjuring Arts, Heaven and Hell from Flying Coffin, the Olympia from Steve Minty, and the Green Choice deck from Choice Playing Cards, and also Bicycle 500, which is apparently from Mirror 67. So that is that. I'll see you next time with more.